Alright, well, I'm gonna just hop in here real quick, since
Bro, I'm
um,
streaming right now. Get off.
oh, snap. My bad.
This
Because
guy
I just
picks the
messaged
worst
him.
time to hop in here. this guy this guy picks the worst time. Dude. All right, well, I believe we are live here. Yes, slow mode is on. I believe we are live, ladies and gentlemen. If you can hear me, please tell me if you can hear me. Um, leave me a comment in the chat there, and
We're live, bro.
that was a good little intro, bro.
Bro, you remember that? I forgot like what stream we're doing. It might have been yours, but like Alvin had been bugging us like all day to be in the stream. And then like he had to do something with his mom or something. So he comes home and he hops in like in the last 3 minutes and then we end it.
I might invite him in later, but anyways, I want to know, guys, how do I sound and how does MJ sound? I just want you to let me know if MJ's coming in too loud or too low. Just let me know because I want to make sure we have nice, clear audio tonight as we begin this stream. First of all, welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Geekdom 101 Dragon Ball Super True Golden Frieza stream. We're having a good time tonight. The chat is filling up right now, brother.
It's going crazy,
I
man.
want to
Yeah,
welcome
guys,
you
let me know how I
guys.
sound, dude. I don't want to blow anyone's ears out, so I forgive anyone for that.
Yes, okay. Does Geek List sound okay? Does MJ sound okay? Let me know. Do I have you turned on? Say something.
Hello, hello.
Yes, you should be turned on. So I'm
People are
getting
hitting that finger bang, bro.
oh the finger bang thing, bro. The finger bang. It's funny because that was a Freudian slip. Because I actually when I was writing my notes, I wrote finger bang, and then as I'm recording, I noticed that I wrote finger bang, but I just said it anyways. I thought it'd be funny. So, well, guys, where the stream has begun. I'm gonna actually wait for it to fill up a little bit more, but we're gonna be talking about. I mean, we're still gonna talk, but tonight we're talking about Dragon Ball. We're talking about this week's episode, and we're talking about True Golden Frieza. True Golden Frieza, how strong is he? Now, I want to tell you guys now ahead of time, if you have not watched Super Episode 95, we're going to be talking about this episode. So if you don't care about spoilers, great. I do suggest watching it, though, and if you've already watched it, I do suggest watching it again because I'm going to watch it 3 or 4 times, right? People are saying this was the best episode of Super ever. I don't know about that because that Alpha one with Gohan a few weeks ago still freaking put some hair on my balls. What do you think?
Maybe in terms of how it looked, I think this is probably one of the more consistent episodes of Super. You know what I mean? Like from start to finish. Like people may have opinions on Tate and Naoki Tate, but this episode looked good. It wasn't just the Sheeta stuff. The beginning looked great. I just think everything looked good about this episode. Even the scenes where like Frieza was killing the assassins, that looked great too. So probably the most consistent episode, I would say. Like episode 66. Remember that episode with Vegito?
Animation wise, yeah, this was crazy, right?
Great though. I don't know, dude, because that fight was pretty epic between
No, I mean,
Goku
I
and
mean,
Gohan.
animation wise, just those few cuts that we got. That's what I'm referring to.
Bro, dude, did you see my tweet, dude, on Twitter? Sheeta made this stuff look, I mean, I think better than the movie, dude. Like I screenshotted some screen caps of like the movie with Goku and Frieza colliding. Like to me, they don't even compare to what Sheeta did, man.
Yes. Now, I went ahead and I moved. Now, as you guys can see, you should have the live chat there so you guys can see it. So I will be talking to you guys on the live chat here, as the episode progresses. Let me go ahead. We got some super chats here I wanted to address, MJ, real quick, man. Let's see. The first super chat from Fusion Warrior. What do you think of the Yard Ratty in the tournament? Yes, folks. I've got my next episode preview video going up tomorrow afternoon, or actually maybe tomorrow morning, and we're going to discuss the Yard Rat. That is a confirmed member of the Yard Rat race in that next episode preview. We have not seen that Yard Rat, any Yard Rat, actually. We have not seen any Yard Rat since... God, since when, bro? Since like the flashback that
Android
Goku.
arc, right?
That's right.
Beginning of it.
Early Android arc, yeah, when we saw the flashback. So, do you think this Yard Rat is a Universe 6 Yard Rat, or is it somebody from Universe 7? Because it might be a parallel universe Yard Rat. Also, thank you, Amir Al Hadwan, for the generous donation. Go ahead, bro.
I mean, it really depends because going off of how this episode ended, it does not look like there's going to be any, I guess, reorganizing of the Universe 7 team. It looks like Frieza will be heading to the tournament stage with that team, at least from the way I'm interpreting the preview and stuff. So, with that being said, it has to be a Universe 6 contestant because remember, there were still 3 spots left, bro. You know what I mean? The Saiyans, Batamo, Magetta, and then, of course, Hit and Frost. So, there's still 3 spots left. So it could be a yard drag because you remember Universe 6 is a mirror image of 7. So
And that means that guys in Universe 6 may know how to do the instantaneous movement. So it's a very interesting. Now,
Mhm.
got another super chat here from Jerry Horton. Do you think Golden Frieza is now stronger than Black Goku? Um, see, the thing is this. Here's the issue. I think he is. We're going to discuss Golden Frieza here in a minute. True Golden Frieza. This is crazy. So Golden Frieza has not only learned how to kill his stamina problem, but he's also learned how to become stronger because when him and Goku fight in the end of the episode, they double knockout each other. Frieza punches him in the face and knocks him out of his blue form, which tells me that he has to be stronger than Goku Black because if Vegeta was whooping up on Goku Black, and this is of course before the fusion, the Mirza Master, just regular Goku Black, I think Frieza has surpassed Goku Black at this point.
think I'm going to disagree with you now.
Okay,
I may
fair
do a
enough.
video on my own.
You are the power scaler. I'm just a
Dude.
historian. I'm just a measly historian, like Chuck and Seth always say. They don't use that word, but keep going.
No, I'm sure Steph will do a video on this, and he may have different opinions than both of us. But I'm gonna have to say, I think Goku Black is still stronger for one reason. Goku just went to go learn the Mafuba, while Vegeta actually went to train in the Room of Spirit and Time. And judging by the way they kind of, I guess, scripted that episode, the return episode, right? Vegeta's like, I'll take on, Goku Black because I'm a superior version, right? Or whatever. I'm superior to you. And then Goku's like, all right, I'll handle Zamasu. The whole stuff with him blasting Merge Zamasu, I hate to say it and I hate to use this as a cop out, bro, but I honestly think that was just like a plot moment, like a kind of just like a plot powered induced moment because there's no way in hell, at least in my opinion, Goku was able to hold off Merge Zamasu when Vegeta, who should be stronger than him, and Trunks had to like team up just to do it. You know what I mean? I feel like Vegeta was still stronger than Goku at the end of that arc, and I feel like now Vegeta most likely still is stronger, but Goku obviously surpasses him with the Kaioken, in my opinion. So I don't think he's actually stronger than Frieza. I mean, I don't think Frieza's actually stronger than Goku Black.
Okay,
in my
well,
opinion.
how do you feel about Golden Frieza and Gohan?
I would probably say Golden Frieza is stronger because you got to remember this. Gohan was trading blows with Goku, and it kind of seemed like Goku went Kaioken just for the hell of it because Goku was telling him to use your full power. He was kind of screaming at him to keep using your full power. However, though, don't downplay Gohan. Gohan isn't as weak as people think he is. Gohan says when he travels up into the sky, right, to like hit Goku, he's like, "This is my full power." That tells me Goku and Gohan were both holding back when they were fighting at Super Saiyan 2 and in his ultimate form. Gohan did not use his full power until Goku went blue. So
That's right.
Gohan is still a force to be reckoned with, but I would probably still give it to Frieza.
We got a bunch of super chats to address here, but I want to address something real quick for you guys. Yes, some people have been asking about the manga. Chapter 25 of the manga, some of the pages have leaked. And again, real quick before we continue, welcome. We have 2,159 in the chat. It's going to get bigger. I want to welcome you guys to the Geekdom 101 Dragon Ball Super stream. If you are wondering about the Dragon Ball Super manga, I don't have my hands on the entire manga yet. I can't discuss it. Goku does use the Hakai in the manga. That is confirmed, translated by Herms and Kenziro. The one page that Yanko put out, well, he put a few, but there's only a few pages. Goku uses the Hakai technique on Goku Black. That's legit. And very strange timing, considering that this episode aired tonight. It leaked earlier today, but this manga chapter, we ain't even supposed to see it for another 3 days, guys. So it's very interesting and weird timing. I want to address that. Also, I want to address the leaks from 2 weeks ago that we all did videos on. I'm pretty sure at this point the leaks were faked. However, I must say that the person who faked these leaks, like I said in my video that I put out 2 Fridays ago, which told you guys the entire history of what I was doing to figure this out, without question, this dude knew what he was doing. He knew about animators. He knew about writers. He somehow predicted not only episode 97's episode accurately, even though he might have got his hands on a copy of a magazine ahead of time, but also he predicted the fact that Frieza would be tempted by another universe. He said that Frieza would go to Universe 4. That did not happen, but how the hell could this guy have predicted that he would also be tempted? Like, you don't just come up with these plot threads and be right about it, you know?
That's why when we were talking off air, it must be someone who had like inside knowledge and decided to mess with us, right?
I mean,
It
dude,
seems-
I made a joke about Toei putting out fake leaks to screw with us, and I actually think that, like, there's something to it now. I was just kidding around when I said it. Now I'm thinking there might be something to it. Let me real quick mod Rakurai here because I like that guy. How the hell do I do that? Hold on.
Yeah, I agree with you because people gotta understand that companies do this all the time. Not every company, but some companies do, and I wouldn't put it past Toei.
People are bringing up the finger bang thing. Now let's address some of these super chats here, okay? We're gonna address some of these questions here. One more thing, guys. Yeah, again, I don't have the manga chapter yet. When I do, I promise you I'll do a review, and I that's what I got to say about that. Okay, so real quick, MJ. People were asking, first of all, what do you think about Goku muttering Superman in his sleep in the first few seconds of Dragon Ball Z Kai Final Chapters episode 42? I have not watched it yet, so I can't tell you. What do you think?
I have not watched it yet either, so I can't comment either.
When they make funny dub changes like that, I'm kind of okay with it. I just don't like dub changes that kind of change the integrity of the story. So
I agree with that, yeah.
Now, somebody asked, who do I think is more? We'll both answer this. LJK24, huge fan. Who do you think is more brutal, Frieza or Black? Dude, Frieza was an animal in this episode, bro. Frieza was an animal in this freaking episode.
He really was, dude. It was almost like a straight up horrific scene, dude, like a horror movie scene, dude, when they all like rush him. Remember? And then it shows like,
and then you see all the bodies, like, yeah.
You see all like, yeah, dude, that was crazy. Like you hear them screaming in the background, like it was too horrific to show on like fucking screen, dude. That's how bad it was.
It was pretty bad, yeah. But do you think he's more brutal than Black? Because, dude, Black, I don't know, dude. Because listen. That scene where Black, I watched it again the other day, where Black kills Chi-Chi and Goten. That scene moved me emotionally. Like, I watched that scene and I'm like, I hate him. Like, I hate that guy. Like, I can still mark out for Frieza, but there's something about that scene, the way it was shot, voiced, animated, all that stuff, that I hate freaking Zamasu for doing that. And it's hard to get heat because it's a freaking cartoon, a bunch of pieces of paper, and that's it. And you know what I'm saying? But they got me, bro. They got me. You know what I mean? They got me.
Well, I'm gonna counter you with this. In this episode, we know Black still cared for stuff. He cared for Zamasu, at least himself. He cared for himself, and then he cared for the trees and the planets and stuff. He doesn't care about the Ningen. Whereas with Frieza, dude, get this: the gods of destruction, you don't care about your memories, you don't care about you don't have a loved one, you don't care about the scenery, and then Frieza's like, "What are you talking about?" That was a pretty epic moment, dude.
I love it, bro. Yeah, but that's more that's kind of like that Pulp Fiction kind of cool villain thing, right? That's like a cool. Yeah. That's like the NWO in '97. They were cool heels. But Goku
Frieza's
Black,
too cool for Dragon Ball, bro.
Bro, but Goku Black killed a freaking little boy and a woman, bro. I know that Frieza would do the same thing, but come on, man. I don't know. I feel like Goku Black took more. I feel like he took more joy in killing Goku's family than Frieza ever would.
Also, what makes him a bit darker was that he was actually a good guy in the beginning, and then he kind of broke down and he turned into what he was that we saw later, That's also a bit, I don't know if that really adds to him being more brutal, but that just kind of adds another layer on top of it, whereas Frieza kind of just does it.
Somebody in the chat wrote, "Geek cum." I don't know why that's funny, bro. Sounds like that should be your second channel on Pornhub.
Oh, bro.
All right, let's get to these super chats. There's so many of them. All right, super chats take priority, guys, and thank you so much for your support. As always, I really, really appreciate your support, folks. 2,408. Again, it's always much appreciated. Okay, next question from VexB. Old friend. Isn't this Goku weaker now than he was in Goku Black Arc because he hasn't done much training during the time skip? I mean, he got hurt by a bullet. No, I don't believe Goku is weaker now. He was hurt by a bullet because he was sore. That's the way I always perceived it. No, I do not think Goku is weaker now than he was in the Black Arc, dude. I don't think so.
You also got to remember, he was fighting robbers.
He was fighting. He might be a lot stronger, but continue.
Well, I would say you got to remember he was fighting robbers, so he most likely, or those guys, he most likely suppressed himself to the point to where when he hit them, he wasn't like punching holes through them. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was suppressing himself. I don't think he's weaker at all. Knight, should Frieza golden form be called perfected golden Frieza? Too much like Cell, if you ask me. I like true golden Frieza. Yeah, it's too much like Cell. What do you think?
Yeah, it's too much like so. It'd be like basically calling him perfect Frieza, or perfect golden Frieza. I think this one's okay. It's not even a new form, really. It's just like a better version of it, I guess.
I like this guy's name, bro. Tim Shufflebottom, bro. Is that your real name? Hey, Geekdom, what would you rank Frieza in Universe 17? I think he's a solid number 3 behind Goku and Vegeta. But then again, dude, I don't know. Like, he might be ahead of Vegeta. We don't know what Vegeta's done. But I think he's at the lowest number 3. I think he is stronger. I think he's stronger than 17.
Yeah, I would have to agree. I think he is stronger than 17. At least I think so, because you got to remember, Goku wasn't going all out against 17. Neither was 17. Like, they were both holding back, but we just don't know what degree Goku was holding back.
The Coco writes, looks like the Yamcha rumor was debunked. It wasn't really a rumor. It was mostly just fan speculation. But that being said, something else is going on with the Yamcha thing, because the voice actor did legitimately say he was doing some stuff for Super. So maybe Yamcha will do something. We don't know yet. But him replacing Frieza most likely was debunked. Hibari Kiyoya, quick thoughts on the God face-off in next week's episode. Liquor seems to be strong. I have my preview going up tomorrow that will cover that. There's not much to say, though. Like, I think that's just, they're all strong. Bryce Lynch, do you agree with Kwaman's idea of Yamcha being a better choice than Frieza? I do not, but I'm also a Frieza fanboy, so I might have some bias on that, and I'm man enough to admit that right now, so I always have a soft spot for Yamcha, bro, but it's fucking Frieza, dude. What do you think?
I mean, Quinn may have made that video before he found out about the...
Yeah, because Quinn's been marking out about these last 2 episodes a lot, bro. So he might have changed his mind about that one,
Because he may have, thought about the idea that he can't even sustain that form for long, so it may like cut him off, and what use will he be if he's completely tired in that, in the tournament? So I don't know. I haven't watched the video yet. I must be honest. I have not actually watched the video, so his mind may have changed. But wasn't the whole point of them getting Frieza was because he's that good asset? He's strong. You know what I mean?
I mean, he's look what they've added to that team, bro. Listen, Universe 7 getting Frieza is literally like when the Warriors got Kevin Durant. Look, they were already Team Universe 7 was already going to go 73 and 9 in the league, right? They were already overpowering most of these universes. Probably not 11 because they're building them up pretty good. Adding Frieza to the team is like literally, it reminds me of Kevin Durant, bro. It really does. So if you're a fan of basketball.
Yeah, most definitely. I kind of predict the reason why they did it was because even though I'm kind of getting like a hint that Frieza will be playing against Universe 7 according to, what we saw in this episode. And in the preview, he's talking with Frost or whatever, or like he sees Frost or whatever. So I'm guessing he will still plot against them, but I feel like we're going to get a Universe 7 versus Universe 11 face-off. I feel like it'll be the Pride Troopers, like the main group, against like Gohan, Vegeta, Goku, Frieza, and 17. You know what I mean? Like all the God tier characters.
Yeah. It's too much, bro. It's too much. The Meditor editor, I like the rock. First of all, thank you, Cal and Grant SJ. Somewhat unrelated, but did you notice the wordplay with the whole Tournament of Power initials TOP, then fighting stage like a top? Yeah, and Topo. Like I do see that. It's wacky, but it's Dragon Ball. Like that's shouldn't surprise you. Even though, meme SSJG, even though it came out today, do you have an issue with Goku Hakai? I need to read the entire manga. Again, guys, if you're asking about the manga with the Hakai, I just want to be very fair about this and say that until I read the entire Dragon Ball Super manga, I can't judge it because there might be an explanation, there might be more to it. I don't have an issue with it. Some people are saying that it's uncharacteristic of Goku. What do you think?
As of right now, I don't like the idea of it, but you're right. More chapters might come out, and there actually may be an actual explanation for it, like a more detailed explanation, which I'm going to wait for. But
hey, somebody asked who from Super would be a part of the Titus brand.
Hey, bro, they already got Akira Tozawa in that motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, but Akira Tozawa couldn't lace up Akira Toriyama's freaking jockstrap, so... And I respect Akira Tozawa, brother, but he ain't
Who
no
knows,
Toriyama.
bro? Maybe Yamcha will join it, bro. That's what the voiceover work is for, bro. He's gonna go join the Titus brand, dude. That's what he's gonna do. No, but I mean, what were we talking about? You threw me off, dude.
We're talking about uncharacteristic Goku Hakai or something.
Oh no, dude! He saw the Kamehameha and he did it like instantly. You know, it may have been a weak version of it, but he did it instantly. So if they somehow explain that he saw Beerus do it sometime off screen, that could be how he's like mimicking the technique because he saw Beerus do it.
But this episode implies that the only way, because when Beerus meets up with Frieza, he's like, "You're using Hakai energy. You're using destructive energy," and we need to make it clear to all you guys. He was definitely using Hakai destructive energy. It's basically called Hakai Ki. It's God of Destruction energy, that purple ball that Frieza had in the episode. And Beerus was implying that the only way to get your hands on that is from a God of Destruction. So either Beerus taught Goku how to do it in the manga, or Toyotaro's once again doing his own shit, you know?
I mean, again, they might imply that, you know, before they went back into the future to face off with Goku Black and Zamasu, maybe Beerus gave him the energy or something, like before they split up, you know?
I don't know, bro.
I mean,
but I'm saying that it's never stated that the Hakai can be done by a mortal unless a god pans it down to him. But again, that's why we have to wait for the full manga chapter, you know?
yeah.
Adele says, "Hey guys, awesome channels. Why didn't the Z Warriors take Boo to the time chamber to wake him up due to the accelerated time?" We kind of talked about that. They could have done that. I think they had time, but I was gonna do a video about it and I forgot to do it. Well, freaking what's his name did it? Quinn already covered that. So I'm just saying. Okay. IJK. I said LJK and I was wrong. Do you believe Frieza is strong, if not stronger than Seadra? Okay, we gotta discuss the Frieza Seadra thing. Okay, we gotta talk about this. There are people saying that they think that Seadra is weaker, is one of the weaker gods of destruction. I made a video about this a while back, like a month and a half ago. I know we have a lot of newer subscribers who may not have seen that video, but I talked about how essentially being a god of destruction is not necessarily something in other words, the job of being a god of destruction, a Hakaishin, right, is not necessarily predicated on having power as strong as Beerus. We've seen characters destroy planets and stars since before Super existed or Battle of Gods. Frieza, in his first form, destroyed planet Vegeta, right? Don't let screw attacks, undercut bullshit fool you. Piccolo blew up the moon by flicking his wrist, okay? The ability to be a god of destruction, the job entails being able to destroy stars, planets, and moons and things like that, not universes. Majin Buu could have been a god of destruction. Who else? The androids could be gods of destruction. You don't have to be that strong. So the idea
Cell had the power to blow up the solar system, so
he could be a god of destruction just based on what your job is. So the idea of gods of destruction being like at Beerus level, no, I don't think they're all that strong. I think some of them are, but I don't think they all are. What do you think?
I mean, I get your point, and I do definitely agree. I don't think they're all Beerus level, especially considering that Kibito Shin or Kibito Kai, whatever you want to call him, the fused version of Kibito and Shin, he was surprised that Beerus was so powerful during the God fight, where he was fighting God Goku. So he was like, even though he knows his title as a destroyer, as a god of destruction, he was still shocked that he was still that powerful. You know what I mean? So that tells me that you don't really need to be all that just to be a god of destruction to have that title. But at the same time, though, Sidra does say if he becomes a problem when he joins our team, I'll just destroy him. So, you know what I mean? Going off of the idea
he's
that we
confident.
Think that, and plus Frieza did say, you should see how strong I am. Let me be a warrior on your team, right? So Sidra should see how powerful Golden Frieza is, and he still felt confident in destroying him, So there's that.
I think Universe Nine's doing the job, bro. They're doing the JOB, bro. That's what I think.
Bro, Universe 10 is going to pull a Santino, bro. That dude is drinking the protein shakes. He's going to hide the whole tournament, and he's going to win it at the end, bro.
Remember when Jerry the King Lawler had a heart attack on Raw, and then like a month later he comes back eating fried chicken and Popeye's chicken and shit, like right there on the announce table? Talk about giving no fucks, bro.
Hey, man.
Yeah. So, also Abraham Musalem says that this made Seadra look weak as fuck. Bills is beyond. I love when people still call him Bills. It used to piss me off. Now I'm like, whatever. They're just trolling. Bills, bro. Dan the man. Does Frieza being able to control the energy of destruction from Universe 9's God of Destruction mean that he's stronger than the God of Destruction? We just addressed that a minute ago, bro. We just talked about that. Did you know Frieza could never kill Yamcha? Well, Yamcha was already dead. Vex B, thoughts on Frieza breaking out of Cedric's attack? Well, we just talked about that too. I mean, it was in the episode review. It was pretty shocking. Meditor editor again. In your opinion, when do you become a Hakaishin? Don't you get significant power boost? It's never explained. We never get any clear explanation of when and how you become a god of destruction. The only thing we know is that Whis offered it to Vegeta and Goku at 2 different parts, and they both denied it or never took the job. So,
well, here's.
But we don't
this
know.
Is interesting.
Go ahead.
Only this is an interesting point here is that I was talking about this on Discord. Basically, the idea that Zeno picks the gods of destruction because remember when Vados was saying Champa's fat and Whis is like Beerus is lazy. He was like, oh, maybe I should pick 2 new gods of destruction, right? So does he pick people who have the power to destroy or who have the energy to create destruction, like how Beerus is saying only a god of destruction can do this? That was the energy of the god of destruction. Or does Zeno bestow that power onto a god of destruction?
We don't know. That's the thing.
Yeah,
we have no fucking idea. This show never explains shit, and I try. I mean, that's why there's so many damn theory videos like Quinn and Anime Live Reactions, Real to Real. We don't. Maybe someday. Farm with a shotgun versus Golden Frieza. Farm with a shotgun. 21st Tenkaichi Budokai Roshi could be a Hakaishin. He can blow up the moon, but can he blow up a planet? What do you think, Power Scaler?
No, I don't think he would become a god of destruction. No.
Somebody said that if all my subs gave me $1, I'd have a nice vacation. Yeah, very nice, bro. Shit. Same thing goes if you have like 10,000 subs and they all donate $1. That's 10 grand, bro. But I can never take a vacation, bro. I'm gonna work on this channel forever, bro, until it dies, which hopefully is never, but we'll see. By the way, folks, make sure to check out World of Geekdom, my second channel, which I don't upload to it as much, but I still upload to it non-Dragon Ball stuff though, movies.
Before we continue, I want to go back to the Cedric stuff. Someone brought this up. Yes, Ro does say, it won't be that easy. Because he does comment that after Sidra says that he could destroy him. You also got to remember, Ro may not know the full power of Sidra, and Sidra's actually saying himself after seeing what Frieza did that he could still take him out. I'm just gonna point that out there.
Yeah. So what you're basically saying is that Sidra gave that. What's the name of that guy? I never remember his name, bro. I don't even know the bear guy. Like he gave that dude like a piece of the Hakai energy, but he didn't give him the full Hakai energy. That's pretty much what we're talking about.
Was he even given a name?
I don't remember, bro. I mean, the thing is, there's so many. I'm gonna be honest. I know that I have a reputation for being like a really. I'm not gonna say it because I don't have an ego. Believe it or not, I don't have an ego. But people always say nice things about my knowledge. All right, they say that, and I'm having a hard time keeping track of all these new characters. I'm just being real. Like it's hard to keep track of these new. There's too many of them. It's like every week we get new characters. It's hard.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I can't even name all the gods of destruction or the angels yet. So.
No, me neither. Especially the ones from like the universe that aren't participating. We don't even know who the hell they are. Like we don't know nothing about them.
Bro, the only one I know is Macarita, man. That's the only one I know.
What about the sexy Egyptian Puerto Rican one, bro? Celeste or whatever, bro, or whatever her name is. Jerez.
Oh, that's
Celeste.
a good one. I used to know a girl named Celeste, bro. A lot of good stories with that.
Spec says that he doesn't have a name, so I trust him.
Oh,
yeah, I know a few Celestes, bro. Would have been awesome if they used Gotenks as the 10th member. I agree. Think about it. If Piccolo becomes a Hakai, but Frieza's stronger than Piccolo, wouldn't that make Piccolo obsolete? Well, Piccolo's been obsolete forever, Quinn. So, sorry. Tim Shufflebottom, bro. That last name pops me. Frieza versus Topo. What do you think Topo's reaction is going to be when he witnesses true evil Lord Frieza? I don't know. Do you think Frieza could take? Do you think he could take Topo, bro?
I would probably say as of right now, I know people are going to disagree with me. I think I would still give it to Topo because Topo says, you damaged my clothing and let me show you true justice. He then powers up and then Goku retaliates by using the Kaioken. Goku didn't use the Kaioken against Frieza. You know what I mean? So as of right now, I will have to give it to Topo, but I mean, I don't think they're that far apart in power, to be honest. I really don't.
Meditor Editor made a very good point. He said, as far as for the whole Hakai Ki thing, it makes sense because it reminded me of when Goku transferred the Genki Dama to Kudadin. I wouldn't be surprised. Yeah, when Goku gave Krillin the Spirit Bomb, it's the same shit. It really is the same shit. Like, it's, I mean, not the same exact thing, but the idea of you transferring energy to somebody else is not a foreign thing in this series, at all. I mean, they did it to get to beat Broly, you know.
Yeah, I agree.
So easily, Golden Frieza is a lot stronger. Did you like the whole thing about how he was training mentally? Because there were some people that didn't like this, and I did several videos now with Kendamu discussing this. The thing about Dragon Ball is, it's not just mental; it's also physical. And characters get stronger, both mental and physical training. So, I think, I like it. Like the fact they keep bringing this up again. I like the fact that it's actually making sense. I think Super's big problem is that it hasn't made sense, but they're trying to have it make sense. So I think, Also, somebody's asking me, do you think there's going to be consequences for what Universe Nine's done? I do think so. I actually think that Zeno's going to find out at some point, and they're gone. I actually believe that. But maybe I'm wrong. What do you think?
I don't think it's gonna happen immediately, but yeah, it may actually come up later as a plot point. I think that may happen.
Frieza?
All right, so you were asking me about the whole what were you asking about the Frieza stuff? Or
Well, about like Frieza being I don't even remember, bro. Let's get to the I don't even remember. I lost my train of thought. Let's get to the super chat here. Frieza, God of Destruction Universe 4 tasting Seedra's spot. Well, no. Seedra is not the God of Destruction of Universe 4. He's the God of Universe 9. The rat guy is the God of Universe 4. Cal wants to know, do you think Frieza's plan is getting Goku and Vegeta is telling Goku and Vegeta about Planet Vegeta? In other words, people always ask this, like, what they're basically saying, like, do you think that Frieza's gonna tell Vegeta about what Beerus did? I don't know. Why didn't he tell him during the Resurrection F arc? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. He might. I don't have an answer for you. Maybe. Is that gonna lead to Goku or I'm sorry, to Vegeta wanting to kill Beerus? I don't know. I don't think he cares that much anymore. What do you think?
I don't think he cares. I don't even know why that was thrown into the ROF movie. I think it was in the arc as well. I don't know why, because Beerus is like, oh, I don't want him to find out.
It was
Why
in, it
not?
was in the arc of Battle of Gods, actually.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
See, I don't actually want to. I don't get why he's scared of Vegeta finding out. I mean, he could just easily kill him, if Vegeta tried anything. So I don't get why he's freaked out about that. Also, it's like I don't think he would care, bro. Because even in the Namek arc, during Frieza's transformation, he was making fun of the Saiyans and his dad. Oh, I passed them all when I was a kid. Who cares? So.
Right. Could Roshi be a God of Destruction? I think we answered that earlier, and the answer is I don't know. Maybe now. What do you think?
Yeah, maybe now. I mean, yeah. You got them gains, bro.
Because I feel like all you have to do to be a God of Destruction is destroy planets, stars, moons. You don't have to destroy a galaxy. So, okay, I'm going to, for those of you coming into the chat now, I want to real quick address, there are some new people coming in. We're over 3,000. Welcome to the Geekdom 101 Dragon Ball Super Chat. True Golden Frieza, how strong is he? We're discussing that along with how awesome that episode was. But I got to tell you guys, if you're asking about the preview for next week, like I do every single week, my episode preview is coming out tomorrow. The time never changes. It's coming out tomorrow. I will go in depth about next week's episode. It's already recorded. It's coming out tomorrow. Secondly, if you're asking about the manga, I have not read the entire thing. There are some pages that have been released, but until we get the entire thing, I just choose not to talk about it. Yes, Goku did the Hakai, that's confirmed, but we don't know how he got there. So, Frieza training mentally, I mean, wasn't that Piccolo's niece throughout Z? His time in Kaiosama's Majin Buu's makes sense. Yeah, but so did Krillin and Gohan and Trunks. We've seen mental training all the time. It's not
nothing new. Yeah.
Fusion Warrior, think about it. If one can dust the moon to where there's no deadly meteors, one can render a planet uninhabitable. RA 21st Tenkaichi Budokai Roshi. I guess that some people are really hell bent on thinking that Roshi can be a god of destruction.
I mean, I don't think so. But I mean, obviously, once you hit the Z, I think even Piccolo, like even before his training to fight the Saiyans, could. Because think about it, when he shoots that blast at the moon, you're right. He kind of just throws his hand up in the air, shoots the blast. The blast hits the moon very quickly, and he can feel the shock waves, or like he can feel the pressure from it. That to me tells me that blast was freaking powerful. You could even argue that may be like a planetary, busting attack. So that's pretty crazy. You can even argue Piccolo from early Z could have been a god destruction.
Yeah. By the way, do not. Hang on. I gotta tell. I'm gonna tell them in the actual chat there, and because the people are like spamming, like, yeah, I noticed you, bro. You don't have to do all that. So, anyways, what was the other super chat question I got here? Oh, that was it. Okay. No, I wanted to ask you. Okay, people have been asking in the chat. We gotta address this one. Okay, Goku versus Golden Frieza. We saw them knock each other out. I guess they were both kind of tired. I really don't know who's stronger right now.
I would still give the battle to Goku. They may be equal when it comes to Goku's blue form and Golden Frieza's, golden form, but Goku has a Kaioken. He can still amp his power by 10 times. So
Yeah.
I still think he can take it.
Okay. Okay. And also, I want to talk about how awesome that episode was because, dude, Sheeta and Tate came together, and when we first heard that, like when we first heard that these guys were coming together for this episode, I was hyped. I was also wondering why would they come together for essentially what's not even a main fight episode. But no, now we know why, because they had a lot of impressive things in this episode, a lot of impressive cuts in this episode. Also, in the chat, somebody's talking about how Toei is going after streams. They're not going after my stream. They're going after people who are streaming the full episode. I'm not streaming the full episode. I'm completely protected under fair use. We're having a discussion. We're not showing the episode of Super here. But your
Yeah.
thoughts on the animation, bro?
It was amazing, dude. Like I had been seeing on Twitter that everyone thought she was just gonna storyboard, like direct the episode. But bro, he actually did animation and it was amazing, dude. Like when Goku and Golden Frieza were flying towards each other, like the waves, bro, everything just looked awesome. The detail, it was amazing. But it's not even just the animation either, dude. Like I liked moments in this episode. Like obviously we talked about the horror stuff, like it felt like a horror movie because like you heard like them just screaming and they didn't even want to show it on screen, and then it showed like Baba like freaking out at what she was seeing, Frieza just murdering these dudes. And then on top of that, I like that homage back to the Namek arc. You remember when that bear or that hound or whatever shot that blast from the ocean? That reminded me of back on Namek, when Goku caught Frieza off guard with that attack. I thought that was a nice homage if it wasn't an homage.
Yeah, yeah, and people are saying that Toei are giving people copyright claims for screenshots. Yeah, Toei is difficult to deal with on YouTube, but if you're a YouTuber and Toei is giving you a strike, really analyze what it is that you're doing. If you're doing fan dubs and things like that, it's hard to fight those. If you're just discussing stuff and it's your voice and you're just transforming, the footage and the pictures, you can fight that. I mean, you can fight it. So, Daniel Atkins says, thoughts on Kaioshin able to use Hakai Ki? No, he's not a Hakai. He's not a Hakaishin, he's a Kaioshin. So, there you go.
Yeah.
Aiden Moore, isn't that the name of a porn star? I have a friend that runs the local Bandai studio here. He gave me one of the posters they have on the wall studio. You would appreciate it more than me. How can I send it to you? I don't have a P.O. box, bro, so I would just throw it up on eBay and send me a link. And then I'll maybe do buy it now if I like it. The Meditor editor says, good point here. He says, we said that Frieza and Goku were on equal strength. Also, it's important to note that Goku did not go Kaioken, and Goku was weakened from the Hakai. Yeah, because Goku was weakened from the Hakai, that might be how Frieza was able to get that knockout.
That is true, but you also got to take this into you got to take this into account. Did you notice that when Goku first came out of the Hakai technique, he was like all damaged, his stuff was messed up, his skin was all dirt, like I guess bruises and stuff. When it shows him fighting Frieza, his gi was fixed up and everything, so he may have been healed off screen. I'm just pointing that out there. He may have, which that just again points to how strong Frieza really has got through mental training.
Bryce Lynch, this episode's Goku vs. Frieza was one of the best fights in Super and possibly Z if we're talking about animation. Animation-wise, yeah, I wish the fight went on longer, though. I can't really say that a two-punch fight is, like, amazing, but that cut certainly was. And it sucks because I want everything to look like that.
I still stand by the fact that episode 57, that whole cut with Goku Black and Goku and Zamasu and Future Trunks, I feel like that's probably one of the best animated scenes of all time, and I think it's the best animated scene in Super, in my opinion.
Yeah, people are asking where to watch Super at. Crunchyroll and Verve, brother. Those are our sponsors. Plus, those of you guys who are not subscribed to Verve yet, they're going to be adding a lot of new stuff next month, so it might be worth hopping on that one because Verve's going to be awesome. I'll tell you that right now. For sure. Also, I want to make an announcement right here about upcoming content. All right, we're gonna announce it exclusively right here in the in this live stream. Some upcoming content coming to Geekdom 101. So I haven't recorded these yet, and I don't like announcing stuff before I actually get some recordings done. But I'm going to be doing a new series very soon called The Music of Dragon Ball. And I'm going to be having a special guest come on who's never been on my channel before, who I'm not going to name. And we're going to be discussing the different composers who have worked on Dragon Ball. So we're going to be talking about Bruce Faulconer. We're going to be talking about Kikuchi. We're going to be talking about Mark Menza, every composer who's ever done music for Dragon Ball, Yamamoto, all those guys. We're going to have a different video discussing them, the pros and cons. Very fair. We're going to do it very, very fair, very unbiased, right down the middle. What we liked, what we didn't like, their strengths, their weaknesses. We'll put an episode up soon, and then we'll have a discussion. And then from there, we'll go from there. We'll discuss it from there. So. All right, so this guy says you're a hypocrite. You're reading only comments from donators. Yeah, bro, because if you're a donator, you get priority. Ban that guy, bro. Fuck that guy.
I also have a question for you, Geekdom. The music played during Frieza's transformation, is that new music? I don't think I've heard that before in Super, right? That
I would have to hear it again, bro. No, well, the one last week or the one this week?
The one last week.
I think they did play it. Didn't they play it when he first went golden? Or maybe that was a different song. I don't remember, honestly. People are asking if I finished Naruto. Come on, bro. And Jemima donated. You don't have to do that, dude. I mean, ma'am. You don't have to do that. All right. Do you expect the universes to use fighters that are not from their native universes? By the way, saludos desde Puerto Rico, caballo. Somebody asked me earlier if Cuba and Puerto Rico are the same thing. Come on, dude. That's like saying Jamaica and the Dominican Republic are the same thing. Come on, bro. So, what do you think about other universes using fighters that aren't from their universes? Well, that's the whole thing. They were looking in the playbook and they couldn't find anything in this episode.
Yeah, that may be teasing us that when we actually get to the tournament, the actual stage, there could be some fighters on some of those teams that aren't from that universe. You know what I mean? There actually could be.
There's a guy who donated called Bloody Milkshake. And his do you think Frieza will try to manipulate Zeno? He's okay. Let's discuss that this will be the last main topic here. Let's discuss it. All right. Let me answer real quick a question though. What's your favorite technique in Dragon Ball series? The Warp Kamehameha. Are you doing Dokkan videos soon? I'm probably gonna wait for the SS4 event and then do it. But let's get back to this. So, MJ, what do you think Frieza's plan is?
Oh, he basically says he's gonna manipulate the gods. So if that means he's going after Zeno, I don't know. He did mention Zeno by name. Like, he didn't seem too shocked when Sidra mentioned that name. So maybe Frieza even knows Zeno. God, that would be crazy if he does know
Frieza
Zeno.
know who Zeno is? Did they explain that in the episode and I missed it?
No, I mean, Sidra just says, don't tell on us. Don't tattletale on us to Zeno. And then Frieza's like, I got no intention of telling Zeno. So, I mean, if he does know him, who knows? But he did seem to mention his name pretty casually. So it's kind of... And he also mentions about the gods too, so he does know of the other gods of destruction. It seems, you know what I mean.
The only thing I can think of is that maybe when Goku and him talked in Hell, maybe there was a conversation they had off screen where he explained the entire tournament. That could make sense, right?
That is true. Also, there's a scene in this episode that actually made back up one of your theories that you have. I was watching your Master Debaters video that you did with Zeon on his channel, right?
And we taped that like 4 months ago, but all right.
Well, you mentioned the idea. I guess everyone's had this theory. It's a headcanon, I guess, amongst the community. But you talked about how Frieza may have been wanting to wish for immortality to eventually overthrow Beerus or to ever take on Beerus. People never knew that because there didn't really seem to be like there was animosity between them. Like, when Beerus shows up, Frieza's just like, Beerus-sama, and he just plays by the book, when Beerus shows up. Whereas in this episode, he mutters to himself, you won't be ruling forever, Beerus. You know what I mean? So he may actually have intentions of, overthrowing Beerus in the future. You know what I mean? That seems to be a thing now, going by off what he said,
I mean, but he's only got a day, dude. He's only got a day, you know what I mean? That's the only thing. Like, he's only got a day to get this done. Like, is this guy really that coy? I don't know. Now people
find out.
Another thing that I want to discuss here is people are talking about the Hakai thing, right? Again, and I'm going to say it again for those of you who are joining the call. Yes, Goku did the Hakai in the manga. When I get my hands on the entire manga, I will be covering it on the channel. Don't worry, I'm not going to ignore that. It's pretty important. I just don't have the entire manga. But people are saying in the chat, and I saw it earlier today, that they think that when Goku was stuck inside of that dark energy, that God destruction energy, that he could actually get out if he wanted to. But I just feel like he would have if he wanted to. I don't know. What do you think? That one confused me.
I think BG on Discord told me that his theory is that Goku may have been in such pain, like that they may have been stressing his body to the point to where he couldn't transform. So base Goku obviously couldn't get out of it, but Frieza was already in his most powerful form, so that's why he could get out of it. You know what I mean?
People are saying that maybe if he was in SS Blue, he could have gotten out of it.
Yeah, I think that. Yeah, if he got hit with the technique when he was already transformed, yeah. But since he was in his base form, nah, you know.
I like how people are asking if I ever played Pokemon. Like, I'm pretty sure I talked about Pokemon several times. I do like this question though. What if Cody won both the Ring of Honor and IWGP Heavyweight titles at the same time? Well, that's not possible because they're not doing a unification match at the same time. He could win them both in like a couple of months, but I think Cody is gonna win the Ring of Honor title, but not the IWGP. I think Okada's got that for a while. Do you follow New Japan? You have no idea what I'm talking about, do you?
I followed it a little bit, but I don't think Cody's gonna take that, bro. Nah.
Dominion was awesome. People are asking me about slow mode. I have to do slow mode because otherwise the chat will get flooded. People are asking me about Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather. All right, Floyd's gonna destroy him, dude. I mean, come on, I don't care if Floyd Mayweather's 40 years old and Conor's way younger than him. This man, when you train your entire life in one sport, one discipline, you're gonna destroy somebody who doesn't. It's just how it is. It's just how it is. Like, if I play football, even if I'm an older dude, let's say I play football my entire life, I'm gonna know how to catch and throw a ball better than somebody who's never done it before. And this is boxing rules, bro. Now you're Mexican, right? Your whole family's Mexican. That means you're gonna be watching this show, right? Because Mexicans love their boxing, bro.
I'm gonna be looking forward to the press conferences more than I will be to
the
match. Let's just say that.
I agree with that one, bro. Okay, Meditor Editor, who's been communicating a lot tonight. Frieza has a day of life, but Zeno might be so impressed with Frieza he'll revive him to keep fighting. I mean, maybe, but
maybe
he's also a douche, and we know that Zeno doesn't like douchebags. So
it would be pretty awesome if this is like some real to real stuff right here. It would be pretty awesome if like Hit finds out about what Frost and like Frieza may be plotting, because remember they're talking to each other in the preview. So Hit may go up in there and Hit may clean house, and we may get like a Hit versus Golden Frieza. That would be pretty badass, bro. Like,
I'm very excited about that, bro.
Dude, this is like legit WWE, bro. We can see some dream matches up in this tournament, dude.
Thank you, Mr. Ninja Star. Dude, I made a joke about you being Mexican and somebody in there said I was racist. Like, I have a Mexican on the line with me, dude. Crazy, bro. They're crazy. That's an auto ban right there. Thank you, Mr. Ninja Star and Rakurai for doing a great job tonight. I appreciate it so very much. You don't even know how much I appreciate it. What are your comments about Ro commenting on how Frieza's a better god of destruction than Seadra? I missed that line. I don't remember him saying that. That happened in the episode?
Yeah, he mentions that.
I completely missed that line, dude.
He mentions that he acts like a god of destruction, which, yeah, he is a better god of destruction, because if you go read Sidra's bio, right, it basically says that he's a god of destruction who doesn't like destroy, like he's very hesitant or whatever. So, again, that's a bad god of destruction. That's why he's one of the lowest ranked, you know what I mean?
Yeah, Universe 9's filled with a bunch of morons. I mean, they don't even have a full team yet, dude. Are they gonna show up with like 6 guys, bro, when they know that they lost to Goku and then those guys in the prelims?
Here's my question, though, bro. Here's my question. I don't know if this was like plot convenience or if Toei overlooked it or whatever, but you remember Universe 9 was having such a hard freaking time to find members. How come Universe 4 goes to them to find the assassins? I mean, that Hound guy must have been a jabroni, but
he has to be a jabroni, bro.
But he still sent him to lead the whole army of ninjas or whatever they were, So how come they weren't recruiting this dude to be on the team,
Right. Supa
I don't know.
Negro says, do you think the leaks where they say he's there are accurate? Probably not at this point. Let's be real. Why is Frieza as strong as Goku? That's explained in the episode. I'm answering questions, MJ, bro, just in the chat. Is Goku going to be getting a new transformation? We don't know. Some of these can't be answered. Who's stronger, Frieza or Goku? We answered that earlier in the when we're done streaming tonight. go back and watch the stream over again if you came in late, because we talked about a lot of this stuff earlier. We've been streaming for about 45 minutes now, so you know what I mean, like.
Yeah.
And then somebody's asking if Frieza's race from Universe 6. We don't know. I mean, these questions have not been answered yet. There's no hints to Frieza's race being from Universe 6, though. It's just they're twin universes. And yes, that was a yard rat. See, people are coming in late, and we've addressed a lot of this stuff earlier. Again, people are coming in late now to the stream. Welcome, but we've addressed a lot of this stuff earlier in the call. Like, we talked about, like, you know, what's really going on and whatnot. Like you know, questions like that, we talked about them already. So when the stream is over, definitely go back and rewind it. It'll be up, archived and everything, so no worries. And you can check that out. So, you know what I'm saying? No worries there. Anyways, this episode was awesome. I want to know from the chat right now, was it your favorite episode? Or at least, look, just let me know, was it in the top 10 best Super episodes? I mean, even if you're not a Frieza fan, what do you think? Is it up there? Would you rank it like with some of the better Trunks episodes or the Gohan episode? My favorite's probably still the Gohan episode, I think. I love that manliness where he's like, hey, let's go fight. Like, let me know in the chat, like, what do you think? What do you think?
Bro, I'm having trouble hearing you, dude. I'm gonna hop out and hop back in, okay? See if that helps it.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
let me just hop out real quick.
All right.
Okay, I can hear you better now. Dude, you sound like a robot to me.
I don't know, man. Hopefully the chat didn't think that, but people are now.
I didn't see anyone talking about it. It must have just been me.
Yeah, it's all good. So what do you think, man? What do you think? Is this top 10 Super episode in your opinion? People are saying top 5, top 10. By the way, I'm recording the chat, guys. So, I mean, you know this already. So, people will be able to see what you're saying. Top 10, top 5. Baseball
yeah, we'll
episode
put it in the
equals,
top 10.
Baseball episode was great. What were you going to say?
So I put it in the top 10, but I mean, off the top, dude, it's hard to think. Like 57, 66, 90 with, you know, Goku and Gohan. Those good. Obviously, Hit versus Goku was good as well.
Boo versus Baseball I thought was very good as well.
Oh, yeah, dude. I really did love that fight, man. That was a real good fight. Like the Kamehameha bro at the end, dude. That was amazing, dude.
We got one last super chat here, then we're going to close out. Do you think it's possible that Goku would have asked Zeno to not only say he would destroy the losers, but also the fighters would go all out? It could explain why Goku is so much cockier than he usually is. I don't know. There's just not enough evidence yet to really say that. I mean, it makes sense, but it also, like, I think... So he's basically asking, do we think that Goku is... That the whole thing about destroying universes is a lie, and that Goku's just saying that so that they try harder. Like, maybe. That theory was thrown at us from the beginning of the arc. Could be.
Yeah. It could be a theory, because remember this. Topo, it seemed like he was not even thinking of the idea to get Jiren until after he fought Goku. You know, he's like, you know, the clown guy, I forget his name, right? He goes, can you beat him? He's like, I don't know, but we still have Jiren, you know?
Yeah.
And he's like, Jiren. So that could be a theory.
We're going to meet him
that
next week, too.
Yo, dude, that was another epic moment, bro. He's been meditating this whole time, dude. And then, like, he zooms in on him and his eyes open. That was badass, dude.
Oh, man, I loved it, bro. I can't wait to see it, bro. It's getting really, really good. So, Dragon Ball Super is getting pretty damn good right now, folks. Anyways, that's it for the stream tonight. Any final thoughts, MJ, before we close out this bitch?
Just that this episode was really awesome. I'm probably going to rewatch it again.
Yeah, I'm going to watch it again. And tomorrow, folks, on Geekdom 101, you're going to get my preview of the episode. You're going to get that. You're going to get, later on this week, we got a bunch of videos coming out. I'm debunking one of the screw attack gimmicks. I got another video coming out about, well, I got to send this one to you to edit the what do you call it? The Piccolo, the father. You'll see. We'll talk about it later. That's coming out this week, as well as, we'll see. I have some ideas. We'll see. I can't give everything away. We'll see. Anyways, folks, thank you so much for tuning into the stream. Thank you so much, Super Chatters. It means a lot to me. And one more thing before I go. Here's what I think about Yamcha coming back. All right. So I've been saving that up the entire call, bro. Yamcha's not really coming back. All right. I like Yamcha. I'm just fucking around. Anyways, Frieza all the way. He proved his worth this week. We'll talk to y'all later.
Oh, man.
Bye. Oh, and check out Geek List.
What?
Bye.